With graphical fidelity becoming more and more important to gamers everywhere and things like faster refresh rates, G-Sync, and 4K getting more advanced as time goes on, your monitor can change your entire gaming experience. And with monitors becoming cheaper, they're starting to become more and more accessible to the consumer, which is ultimately a good thing. However, if you just started getting into gaming or you just don't know a whole lot about monitors, the amount of choices that are given to you when you look to buy one can be overwhelming and a little confusing, which is why I'm here to help. Hey guys, this is Nick, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the best gaming monitors you can buy in 2017. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to be splitting this video up into a few sections, and those are the best monitor you can get on a budget, the best high refresh rate gaming monitor, the best ultra-wide monitor, the best 4K monitor, and the best all-around gaming monitor that you can get. So to start things off, for the best monitor you can get on a budget, we have the Acer 21.5-inch LED monitor, and you can pick this monitor up for just $90. So this monitor is obviously really cheap, which is kind of the point. It has a 1080p LED screen and it's 21.5 inches, so it's kind of small, but at this price point it should do just fine. Continuing on, another plus side is the VESA wall mounting, which not a lot of budget monitors are capable of. However, on the downside, this monitor only has a 60 Hz refresh rate, meaning the maximum frames per second this monitor will be able to output is only 60, so it's obviously not a primary gaming monitor, but of course you definitely still can game. Continuing on with the budget monitors, if you have a little more cash, you can buy the Lenovo 21.5-inch IPS monitor with a 75 Hz refresh rate for $130. So there are definitely a few upgrades to this monitor, including that IPS display and the 75 Hz refresh rate boost. Also, this monitor just looks a lot sleeker, with a nearly invisible bezel around the edges. If you ever get your hands on a bit more cash to invest with, I'd go with this monitor over the other one I just showed you, as it's only $40 more. Continuing on, for the best high refresh rate monitor, we have the Acer GN27 6HL 27-inch Full HD 144Hz gaming monitor for just $200. So this monitor is probably the cheapest 144Hz monitor on the market right now, costing only $200. Obviously 144Hz is an insanely fast refresh rate, so this monitor would work best for esports games such as Overwatch, CSGO, and Rocket League. You also have the option to opt for a smaller screen size of 24 inches, but however, I went with the 27-inch screen because it's only about $20 more expensive. To continue, if you're like me and you're into ultra-wide monitors but you don't want to break the bank, the LG 25-inch ultra-wide IPS monitor should do the trick for you for only $160. This monitor is an IPS monitor, so you'll be getting fantastic viewing angles and colors, and it's ultra-wide, so getting this monitor will overall lead to a more immersive experience, and it's only $160. However, this monitor only offers a standard 2560 by 1080p viewing experience, which is fine for most people, but if you have more money to spend and want something more premium, I would go for the Asus Designo curved 3440 by 1440 100Hz IPS monitor for only about $750. So this monitor is significantly more expensive, but there are a lot of reasons as to why. First of all, it's got a higher resolution, being 1440p instead of 1080p. It also has a 100Hz refresh rate and is compatible with AMD's FreeSync. So overall, gaming on this monitor will be a blast if you have an AMD graphics card. And even if you don't, this monitor is still a fantastic pick for a relatively cheap price when compared to other monitors on the market. Going into our next category, which is 4K monitors, first we have the LG 24-inch 4K Ultra HD IPS monitor with FreeSync for only about $300. So there are a few things that stand out to me about this monitor, and those are the resolution, obviously, but also the inclusion of an IPS display at such a cheap price, with this monitor only costing about $300. But obviously there are a few things I dislike about this monitor, starting with the overall aesthetics of it. As much as I hate to say it, I personally think this is the ugliest monitor that's on this list. Now, of course, there are a few other things, such as the screen size being kind of small, but seriously, I really hate how this monitor looks. Now, if you have a bit more money to spend on a monitor and really want that G-Sync experience, I'd go for the Acer Predator 28-inch Ultra HD G-Sync monitor for $600. So believe it or not, $600 for a 4K G-Sync monitor is actually a steal, which is weird to say, but considering most monitors like this cost anywhere from $800 to $1,500, this is a pretty good price. Overall, this monitor is nice. It's G-Sync, so games will match your graphics card's refresh rate and not your monitor's, which will overall lead to a smoother experience, and it's got a nice and big and very high pixel per inch ratio. The only thing I don't like about this monitor is the fact that it's TN, but even that is not that big of a deal. Since you can color calibrate it by yourself, it just takes a bit longer. And finally, last but not least, for the overall best gaming monitor, I went with the Dell 27-inch gaming monitor with G-Sync for about $450. So this monitor is pretty expensive, but it has very good reasoning behind it. First of all, the monitor is 1440p, so it's a nice middle road in between 4K and 1080p. And not only that, but this monitor also has a whopping 165Hz refresh rate and G-Sync, which both will provide you buttery smooth gameplay. And on top of that, this monitor will be great for things like Overwatch and CSGO since it has that amazing refresh rate of 165Hz. On top of that, it has an extremely nice design with a thin bezel and an overall stylish look. I seriously think Dell has some of the best looking monitors on the market as of right now. The only major drawback to this monitor is the fact that it's TN and not an IPS panel, so colors won't be as vibrant and viewing angles won't be as good, but considering the fact that a monitor like this with an IPS display costs around $300 more, I really didn't think that price increase was worth it. And on top of that, as I said before, you can still color calibrate it when you get it. Another thing you can do is opt for the 24-inch version of the monitor, which is about $100 less. Now, of course, opting for a smaller screen size means less screen real estate, but if you don't mind that, I'd say go for it, since it's so much cheaper than this 27-inch model. Overall, I think this monitor probably offers the best gaming experience you'll find for the price, and gives you the best bang for your buck. So, having covered the best budget monitors, the best high refresh rate monitors, the best ultra-wide monitors, the best 4K monitors, and the overall best gaming monitor, I hope you found something that fits you in this video. That's about it for now. If you liked this video, leave a like, and if you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications for this channel. Tell me down below in the comments what type of video you want me to do next, and as always, I'd like to thank all of you for the support I've been getting. For now, that's all for me, but like always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Also, just as a PS, I'm going to be in a place where there's no service for the next week or so most of the videos I'll be uploading will be pre-scheduled, so unfortunately I won't be able to respond to questions until I get back. Sorry about that. But for real this time, I'll see you guys all next time. Bye guys.